Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So as you may have known, I've been gone for about 2 years now, but I feel called to come back and to give you guys some tutorials. And today I'm gonna recreate this Kylie Jenner inspired holiday look. I love all of her campaign photos. She always kills it. And this is gonna be really cute, really fun. I always start with my eyebrows. I've been using Benefit's Precisely My Brow in the shade number 5. And I love this pencil because it's very thin. I love pencils that are thin. And it just allows me to draw in my eyebrows with ease. I don't really do that much to my eyebrows anyway because they're already kind of full, as you can see. So I'm just kind of gently filling them in, but I am adding definition more where I feel like I need it. So for me, that's kind of like my arch area right here. And today I'm definitely trying to go more for like that Kylie brow because Makeup by Ari will be snatching her brows. So we're gonna try to go for that today. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, my eyebrows, it's what takes me the least time. I used to take forever on them, and then I think as the time went on, I was just like, forget it. Like, I'm just gonna use my natural eyebrows and not overfill them because it shouldn't be that hard. I used to make them look even thicker than what they needed to, so now I just kind of take about 5 minutes and I'm happy. And if they don't look like what you desire them to look like or perfect at first, just know that a little bit of concealer is gonna really make a huge difference. So I like to use MAC's Prolongwear Concealer. So I like to grab a very flat brush. This is a MAC 242. And I kind of barely pick up product at first. And I just wanna go right beneath the arch first and just start to kind of clean it up. And this is gonna give you that really defined eyebrow look. Just grab more product and start to apply it all over my lid area as my eyeshadow primer because I always do eyes first. See, those look cute. Okay, so now it's time to start the eyeshadow. I've been really loving this palette by Aina. So for my transition shade, I'm going to use Supreme. I'm gonna stamp it a little bit first, lightly. Getting that very softly on there first before building it up. So next, I'm going to take the shade Pinker. I'm going to deepen that crease. You want to place this right below Supreme. In Kylie's look, her look is a little bit winged out. It's not really like a cut crease, but it's definitely a very defined crease. So I'm gonna grab a little bit more of the MAC Prolongwear Concealer. Now I'm gonna take this shimmer right here called Zam. And I'm starting to apply it in the center first. After I applied that shade Zam, I'm gonna take Wiggless. It's this red shimmer right here. You can tell Kylie definitely has a red shimmer on her lid. And I'm gonna kind of start just placing it more on the outer edge. Still using the same brush. And look how pretty that looks. It's just merging in really beautifully with Zam. And I'm just building that color up a little bit. For the inner part of the eye right here, I'm gonna take this shade right here called Trust Issues. It's like a really beautiful white gold. This creates a really pretty gradient. And now with my finger, I'm gonna take a little bit more of Zam and I'm gonna press it in the center. Just because I notice when I do this, the shimmers pop a lot more. Now one more time, I'm gonna touch up the red only in the outer part. so that it doesn't get lost. Sometimes shimmers can get a little lost, so you have to retouch them up so that they can be vibrant. I'm gonna move on to eyeliner, which I haven't done in forever. Kylie, in her look, she definitely has a wing, but it's not an all the way wing, it's just in the outer edge, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm just taking Maybelline's gel eyeliner. So the eyeliner is now done. I did grab a little makeup wipe and kind of perfect it a little bit just because it has been a minute since I've done wing liner, but this kind of makes me want to start doing it more. Looks cute. So I'm gonna move on to my face. Again, I'm gonna check for a little fallout here. Barely any. So you can take any moisturizer you want. I'm not really using primers as of lately. I'm just using moisturizer and it works really good for me. I'm just taking a couple pumps of this Clarins men's moisturizer. And I don't like to rub the skin. I like to press in the moisturizer so we don't create wrinkles down the line. I've been color correcting with MAC's Prolongwear Concealer in NW35. This has a very peach undertone, so it cancels out any signs of any hues of blue or gray. So I focus this more so on my stubble area right here. So I did have a full 11 treatments of laser hair removal on my face. And most of it did go away, but I was left with like a couple of patches, so I still have to color correct. My skin was so sensitive before getting the laser hair removal there. I used to get ingrowns like crazy and razor bumps and all that, so I see a lot less of that now, so it was very worth it. And I also take this under my eyes just to kind of cancel any of the veins there, because we all have them. I'm gonna use two different foundations today because Kylie's super glam. Normally I just use Dior Airflash and I love this stuff. It just makes my skin look really pretty. But today I'm gonna use just around my stubble beard area this Make Up Forever HD Stick Foundation. This is in the color Y405. And I'm only gonna use it around my stubble area. And that's it. You guys may be thinking, where is he going? The truth is nowhere, because it's midnight and I'm just recording this video for fun. Okay, so I just spray that on the face, and then same like with the color corrector, I kind of stipple it on with the brush at first. And then a little thing about me is that I don't really like to wear foundation on my forehead because my forehead gets kind of greasy fast. And also I feel like it just makes it look like I'm wearing a ton of makeup when I do. The remainder, just bring it down the neck. I'm just grabbing my beauty blender here and I'm just pressing that in. And I like to do this because it just gets rid of any streakiness or anything that the brush didn't blend out super well. Next, I'm going to go in with my concealer or my highlight. I like to use MAC's Prolongwear Concealer in the color NC35. It is just a very pretty like yellow undertone concealer. So I like to place my highlight on the side of my nose. And I like it to end here at the nostril. And I like it to end there at the end of the eye. Top of my cupid bow. On my chin here a little bit. And on the center of my forehead, just a little bit right here. And then it's time to blend that out. Push the product into the skin so that it looks more natural. I really like doing makeup that looks full coverage and glam, but not cakey. gonna grab this NARS Soft Matte Concealer. I love this stuff. This is pretty light. It's in the color Light 2.5, but I only put this under my eyes and like the inner part right here because it brings in more light and it brings the face more forward. I don't put too much of this. I just kind of, I mean, to some people this might be too much, but I just kind of put it on the sides of my nose right there under my eyes. And then I'm gonna blend it out. I grab Ben Nye's Fair Neutral Powder. I love this stuff. I put it in the back of my hand like this, and I grab just my same sponge I've been blending everything out with, and I lightly set my under eye first. These days I haven't been baking too much. Now that I lightly set my under eyes, I'm gonna do a little bit of cream contour. I'm gonna use this Hoola Quickie stick. I don't know if they still make this, but it's really nice. Oh my gosh, it's like I almost have none left. But I'm gonna grab whatever's left and I'm just gonna do my cheeks with this. Like that, and then the side right here. And a little on my jaw. Grabbing this dual fiber brush. Those of you that don't know what a dual fiber brush is, it's literally just a brush that has synthetic and animal hair. And the mixture of them both blend really flawlessly. This is a classic, so I'm gonna use a little Hoola today. And since I cream contoured, I'm gonna grab this fluffy brush. The reason I'm using this fluffy brush is because when you bronze with this after cream contouring, it's not going to deposit too much bronzer, making you look muddy or overdoing it. So if you're having a difficult time bronzing or contouring, get yourself a really good fluffy brush and it'll be a game changer. And go little by little, like I'm doing here. A little down the center of the nose, a little pre-contour, and then the bottom. So now I'm gonna grab a little bit of same powder, and I'm going to bake the sides of my nose so that I can pinch it in. I always feel like my nose is, you know, a little big, but it's okay. I still love it. See? That makes it look a little smaller. So while that's sitting on my nose, I'm gonna go back into the eyes. Kylie didn't really have too much on her bottom lash line. She just kind of had a nice shadow smoked out, so I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'm grabbing pinker. I'm gonna grab a little bit of Trust Issues, and I'm gonna use that as my inner corner highlight with an angled brush. Now I'm gonna grab a little bit of highlight. I'm gonna use this Sleek palette right here. I'm gonna take these two shades and mix them a little bit. So for blush to match the theme of the eyes, I'm just gonna grab this blush right here. This is by MAC. This is called Pink Flower, I think. And I kind of make this face. And I just start to stipple it on. When you do highlighter first, the blush will start to really beautifully merge with the highlighter and it makes it more subtle. Almost done. I'm just going to wipe away the bake from my nose. When I'm wiping away, I'm also brushing that powder into the skin because my nose can get very oily, so this really helps. I'm gonna grab Kat Von D's Shade and Light palette. This thing is really old, but it's going strong. And I'm gonna take this shade right here with this big blending brush from Morphe. And I love to just barely dip in there, go like this. And then all we have left to do is lashes and a lip. Whenever I do wear falsies, I like to give my lash a good curl because my lashes are kind of flat, but when I curl them, they come to life. When I curl them, they can pay the bills. Let's see, I'm just gonna grab a mascara. This is by Clarins. It's called the Supra Volume. It's a great mascara. And I'm just giving them a light coat. I'm gonna put these lashes. I love a good lash. To do my lips, I'm gonna be using Dervish lip liner by MAC. So I'm also gonna take this KKW Beauty lip liner. This is Nude 1.5. Been really liking it. And I'm gonna also use this one. I like mixing lip liners sometimes because it adds a little more dimension. I'm also gonna take Bow and Arrow Nude Liquid Lipstick. I'm gonna place a little bit of this. Alright guys, and that concludes this Kylie Jenner inspired makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Let me know if you guys would like more videos of me talking in front of the camera, and thank you so much for watching.